kindness is almost too serious of a word. What is another word for community? It's fun. Community is fun. Whether you're working together in a community garden, or your garden in your backyard with a bunch of your roommates or your building mates, community is fun. Farmers market is fun. I call farmers market free therapy, right? Free therapy in that I'm grumpy, I'm full of myself, I'm having a hard time, I'm stressed out, I'm really sad, maybe I'm upset about something. Then in the past, not during coronavirus, but in the past, I go to farmers market, and the first few people I see as I'm getting my coffee say, "Hey, how are you?" And I say, I can't even talk. And after a few exchanges with folks, they say, "Hey, how are you doing?" I say, "Oh, things, it's been I'm a little burned out." And then 5 minutes later, someone says, I run into Lindsay or Dave, and they say, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm able to have a whole conversation. My mind and my heart have processed my difficulty, my emotional state, and I can actually be present and relax and have fun. And community can be really hard and difficult too. I'm not trying to get away from that. Communities can be frustrating. Anyone who's ever had roommates or relationships or children or lived in co-housing or lived in a spiritual retreat center, community can drive you crazy. But even there's some connection, and our egos are being squeezed, like putting on a belt slightly too tight. Any pressure points where we're holding stuff are going to be pressed by community. So community is, from that point of view, an incredibly powerful vehicle for waking up. In Buddhism, we talk about the 3 jewels. Does anyone know what the 3 jewels are? The 3 jewels is what I'm talking about. And the first one is the teacher, the awakened one, the principal. And we don't worship that person. They're an example, and they teach us in the same way that a big brother or big sister teaches his or her little brother or little sister. And then, and it's a little different, but it's not about worship. And then the second jewel, the teachings themselves. What are the actual teachings? So, if you're a student of not Trungpa Rinpoche, but Trump Rinpoche, you would say, well, it's all about me. I don't need to pay my contractors. Everything's about me. Does this make me feel good? If a journalist asks a tough question or even a simple question, that may make me feel bad. And I apologize if that sounds partisan, but that's kind of the reality that we're in. It's not really about democracy, which needs to be a healthy and respectful exchange of ideas. It's about my way or the highway. And then the third jewel is Sangha, or community.